Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana. And you want to know something funny? Alright, so, how many parts has it been? Has it been like 10 hours that we're trying to figure out that red dragon? Where the fuck is it, and why wasn't it in the intro? Okay, so, funny story. I'm sure someone has said, look, only the first part of this has gone up at this point when I'm recording this. So you haven't seen any of it. You haven't seen the flying off the handle. Well, we're not really flying off the handle. Literally falling off the rails about this whole, like, where the fuck is the red dragon thing? And I swear to God, I'm not high or drunk or whatever, right? I hope it's been fun for you. I'm sure someone has posted and been like, it's not in the intro. Yeah, I know that because, like, I watched the intro like 30 times and I could not figure out for the life of me what the fuck was happening. But I said... It was yesterday to me, but it was either the last part or the part before for you. I'm not sure. I recorded those both the same day. Anyway, you know, sometimes, like, you see something and then maybe I'm just thinking it was in this game, but it wasn't. Yeah, okay, well, I finally figured out where it was from. I said it was going to take a couple years. It literally took me 10 game hours, okay, and several actual days, to finally figure that one out. Okay, so, funny story. I must have just assumed, like, when she turned red in the eyes and was like, oh yeah, there was like a red dragon, that was in the intro, right? And just pulled that from something completely different. Okay, so that's obviously how that happened. It's because it's in Radiant Tail, okay? And I had no clue until yesterday. I was like, I need to look up pictures of Jinya because he is gorgeous and I can't wait to date him. He's not a dateable character and I'm a little fucking pissed now. Why the hell do they do this to me? Not the point. And it was like, while I was doing this, saw the little synopsis or something and it said something about a magical dragon or something and I went, oh yeah, I remember seeing that in the trailer. That's where it's from. And I had a good laugh at myself. So that's where it's from. Yeah. I have been laughing for like the past day about this whole thing because I just keep thinking about it. I'm like, wow. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's because when I was watching that trailer, I was like, wait, where the fuck is there a dragon in here? Like, so that's why it felt very natural when this all happened, when she got like her demon thing, whatever, and I was like, oh, is she like the dragon that was in the thing? Because I remember that being weird. Yeah, no, it wasn't this game, obviously. So, yeah. So I hope you had fun on that little adventure of me just completely falling down the hill. I don't even know, but yeah, there you go. I figured I would tell you and share it with you because, again, I'm sure somebody has pointed out that it is not in the thing. I know. I've watched the intro song like 12 times. And I'm like, where am I missing this? I know I saw it. Yeah, I did see it, just not in this one. It was, okay, whatever. But at least in the last part or the part before, whatever. I did realize that perhaps it was something else that I saw, and then I was thinking it was this. So at least I got there. Okay? At least I figured that much out. But yeah, okay. So anyway, there you go. I really can't actually wait to see between part 1 and now, so, like, all the comments where people are like, there's no dragon. Why do you keep talking about the dragon? What are you talking about? What dragon? There's a dragon? I'm very sorry for everybody who's been confused for the last 12 fucking hours. In the last month, basically, because by the time, yeah. It's been a wild few days. Okay. All right. Anyway, well, there you go. Now you know. And there was no such thing as a dragon in this. Although, I mean, can you blame me for, like, making the weird... I mean, I just forgot where I saw it. And it just makes sense. Because her eyes got all demony, dragony. And, like, it was red. And it was a red dragon. So, I mean... I can see where my brain made the association. Completely wrongly. 2 totally different games. But, like, whatever. Anyway, so... We are here with our cousin. We're going to kick some fucking ass. We're going to meet our boyfriend on the battlefield. And all hell's going to break loose. We're in chapter 9. So this is going to be interesting. Anyway. Oops, okay. Whoop. Game. Simmer down. Anyway. Could you see the red dragon flying in the background? least I figured it out before you've seen any of those parts, so that'll be fun for you guys. Okie dokie. Anyway, Sir Yoshinaka and his entourage of generals were all neatly lined up for the meeting. We quickly joined them and huddled around a map showing the present positions of our forces. Right now, our forces and the Heike forces are engaged in a standoff between Tonami Mountain and Kurikara Pass. And the Heike force is much larger, but their numbers do them no good in the mountains. They'll likely try to move to the plains. I kind of think that was his voice. Doesn't really matter. I feel like he's going to die, though. If they're able to get through Kurikara Pass, they'll be able to reach the plains and utilize their superior numbers against us. Our army's half the size of theirs. If they reach the plains, we won't be able to hold them off. That's right. We need to keep them from going over the pass at all costs. At all costs! Wow, Spacey, what the fuck? Anyway, at all costs and force them to fight on the mountainous terrain. They've got more than double our troops. Just how are we supposed to win? Sheer anger. Girl, you're gonna need a dragon out. That's gonna be our thing forever in this game. We're just gonna, whatever happens, it's like, she's got a dragon inside of her. Unleash the dragon, girl! And someday, someone's not gonna understand what the fuck we're talking about. Well, I mean, if you came in from the very beginning, you would know, because you've been here for that fun 12 hours. But, you know, if somebody, like, stops in later, it's an inside joke between those of all of us here, right? There you go.
Lord Spacey, I feel that a surprise attack may be the only way to make up for this difference in troop numbers.
A surprise attack? It's true, if we attack them head-on, we'll be crushed. A sneak attack might be cowardly, but we've got to outsmart them somehow. Yeah, I think you're right. I suppose that's reasonable. How should we go about it? That's the real question. I do love our cousin. He's beautiful. Just want to kind of pat him on his pretty little head. First, we must slow down the Heike advances and keep them in the mountains.
And then how about this? We'll put up countless Genji flags in places where the Heike can see them.
Genji flags. I said it wrong. It was fine. You know, you knew where I was going to like flip back and forth between pronunciations, because I can.
Thinking that we've just received reinforcements, the Heike will likely stop their march forward.
I see. It's not a bad idea.
And the sheer number of troops put the Heike at a disadvantage in the mountains, and there are only so many places they can camp.
Still, I'm not sure that's enough. How so? The Heike have Noritsune on their side. He's smart, and I'm not sure the flags alone will fool him. What about this? Spacey, you go in first and take the fight to them. Like, everyone trying to kill me? Are my brother and my cousin trying to kill me? I mean, my cousin's got a reason. It's like, your dad killed my dad, so it's only fair. Kinda. Use you as cannon fodder. Okay, I kinda get it. But, like, why the fuck is my brother trying to use me as cannon fodder? Like, I don't, you know? Rude. Listen, hotness. We're gonna bone later. Why are you using me as cannon fodder? Still weird. What?
Having our lord go in first. Exactly what does that accomplish?
It's simple. If they see this guy rushing in, they'll be more likely to believe that reinforcements have arrived. With Spacey leading the charge, it'll be obvious to them that me and Yoritomo have teamed up. Indeed, if they know that, the enemy's morale will plunge. Exactly. Plus, if you die, I don't really give a shit. I feel like that's underlying, but, you know, whatever. As dangerous as it was, Sir Yoshinaka had a point. Above all, this would be my chance to prove myself to him. Very well, we'll take care of it. Are you sure about this? We're here to win. This gives us the best chance of doing just that. Well, somebody is so dying. I'm surprised somebody didn't die in that first battle, but everybody turned tail and ran. So, like, but Noritsune's not gonna run, so, like, someone is gonna die. My vote's on our cousin, because, like, he's almost like a side character. I mean, it's not like we're gonna date him or anything. It sounds really weird when you're like, it's not like we're gonna date our cousin. Slightly disappointed in it. You never thought I would be slightly disappointed that we're not going to date our cousin. But I mean, considering the fact that in this game, we're going to date our brother, I really, just dating our cousin is like, so much lower on the debauchery scale. So like, whatever. Just go all in, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. I want Shungen, Suganobu, and the others to lead the squad that'll raise the flags. Raise them on my mark. Works for me. Okay then, it's decided. But, like, look at his abs. Whoa, okay. Jesus. Sir Yoshinaka slapped his knee. He was clearly in a good mood. Sir Yoshinaka, is there any place in the Kurakara Mountains where the Heike might be able to set up an encampment? There is. A place called... Sarugababa? Sarugababa? Okay. Sarugababa. We'll go with that. I don't know. If the Heike set up an encampment on the pass, it'll be there. Sarugababa. Border located between Edo and modern-day Toyama preachers. Circade Okay, now you've just spoiled... I wouldn't. Then let the Heike... Oh, let the Heike camp at that... Sarugababa. Okay. I'll halt the advance of their army there. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. We'll divide a portion of the army to flank the Heike and support them in... Which we've already done before, but okay, we'll do it again. The darkness shows them our strength. It might force their men into retreat. Again, this is kind of what we did the last time, minus the fight this time. A night attack. That's a good idea. You can almost see the pain in our eyes now. Let that fly. All right, let's go with that. Nice work. Yeah, once before I figured. Okay. Thank you. Man. I was wondering what value a scrawny kid like you would be, Spacey, but you and your vassals have some good ideas. Yeah, what I don't have in brawn, I make up for in brains. Big guy pats him on the fucking muscly chest. Pat. Like, okay. Not everyone can be a himbo, okay? Some of us have to actually have some intelligence. Whatever. I don't think Yoshinaka's that dumb, but, you know. Clearly not as intelligent as we are. Thank you. Whatever. We're the special. Anyway. Guess you just can't beat the blood of the Minamoto, am I right? I suppose so. So, after the Heike make camp, we'll divide our forces into several groups and intercept them. Yeah, that's right. When we attack, we should drive the Heike to escape south. South? Why south?
Yes, and come to think of it, I'm not very familiar with the geography of this area. Oh, what is south of here?
Don't worry about it. Just do what I tell you. If we drive him south, it could work out very well for us. He is really fucking pretty, our cousin. I'm just saying, man. They gotta stop making the side pieces hot in this game. Especially because, like, he's our cousin, and I kind of want to date him now, which is just, again, never thought I would actually be in a game and be like, why can't we date our cousin, though? Like, what? What the fuck? What have Otome games done to me? Again, I really just kind of feel like it's because in period dramas like this, we're always dating a cousin or some shit, so, like, you're like, we're gonna date a cousin, aren't we? Yeah. And then the game's like, yeah, but except, no? Your brother. What? Oh, huh? And I just never thought I'd be in a place where I'm actually sort of looking forward to banging our brother. Never thought I'd ever say that fucking sentence, like, just in my life in general, ever, for any fucking reason, and yet, okay, sure. Never actually thought that I would be in the spot where I'm considering, like, we're gonna bang our brother and I'm probably gonna like it. Okay. And yet, you know, because we're already thinking ahead for that and preparing ourselves, again, why not date our cousin? I mean, yeah, fuck it. Keep it in the family, I guess. I mean, they can't be like, well, we didn't want to make you date your cousin. That's weird. But you thought my brother was like, so I'm just saying, it's not like that's why they didn't decide to date our cousin unless they were like, well, he's going to be cannon fodder. Like, he's here, he looks pretty, and he's going to die. I mean, sure, maybe. But, like, we could still have one of the side stories with him, right? You know, the little ones. We can't have it with fucking pretty bitch over there. Why can't I remember anybody's name? Anyway. But, like, so we can't have our cousin either? I'm just saying, come on. You might as well just, like, circle up the circus. Let's just get it. Just these are my monkeys. This is my circus. Let's just go fucking full hog with it, okay? I don't know. Anyway. But leaving us in the... Oh, But leaving us in the dark about the geography here seems... I know the mountains around here. If you're here to reinforce me, stop asking questions. Just do as I say. Shungen's like, yes, my lord. It was all we could do to respond to Sir Yoshinaka's stubborn attitude. Yeah, I don't think he really gives a shit. He's like, yeah, cool, you're here to help me. I don't give a fuck what happens to you, basically. Our brother kind of felt that way too, so like, awesome. The key to her strategy was to keep the Heike at the Saruga Baba and ensure they camp there. At Saruga Baba and ensure they camp there, okay. To do that, I had to go out and stop the marching army from proceeding forward. It'd be essential to convince the Heike that Yoshinaka's army was powerful and needed to be attacked with caution. I've taken up the role of stopping them at Saruga Baba. Saruga Baba is really just for some reason my brain doesn't want to say it. Because it sounds silly. It's the Baba part. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. No matter what, I've got to make sure to stop their advance there. The Heike army is approaching Saruga Baba, and we've set up the flags. Okay, let's go then. Ha! Wait a minute. Ha! All right, let's go. Ha! Like, just seems so funny. Saruga Baba. What's that? There's someone riding toward us. All troops halt! Genji forces! Just me, though. Now, let's see how much weight my name really carries. Heike warriors, listen well! Lord Yoritomo Minamoto of Kamakura has joined Kiso Yoshinaka's army in battle. I, Spacey Kuro Minamoto, in the name of my brother Yoritomo, have come here with an army. What? Spacey? The general from Fuji River? I'm like a general. Oh my god. Stop. You know who I am. Thank you. Wait, I gotta put this on my Insta. Yoritomo's brother? Then they really have teamed up against us! Well, no, we just figured they can fight, we can, whatever. Of course! We, sorta, not really, but shh, it's fine. I mean, we kinda have. Our brother was like, yeah, we'll just send these 5 people, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I can handle it, but like, you know, cause like, I got the dragon in me. It's gonna be funny forever. Until I forget 2 games from now, and then someone brings it up, and I'm like, what? I don't remember that. If only I remembered my own inside jokes, but I don't. Anyway. Now, those who do not fear this name, come at me! Come at me, bro! As soon as I shouted this, many Genji flags rose simultaneously from the grove behind me. What? What's with all those flags? Their army, it's huge! Might even be bigger than ours! We just gave everybody 17 flags to hold. This is hard. Do I have to fight holding all these flags? Good. We've got them riled up. Looks like we tricked them into thinking we outnumber them, too. Also, it looks like my name had the desired effect. Now, as long as we get them to camp here... Wait! You know it's Noritsune. A voice echoed high in the air, and a warrior leapt out from among the Heike. Hey, boyfriend! I've missed your face. Noritsune... Huh, I've been waiting for you. Yeah, I bet. Finally, we meet again. Now it's the time to fulfill the promise we swore together. And everyone's like, what? And like, shh, Noritsune, we have to fight first before we start making out. It's like, what? My name's Noritsune Taira, and I'm the vice general of this Heike army. Spacey Minamoto, let's finish this. Let us finish this. Very formal ending. As he shouted, quick as lightning, he pulled an arrow from his quiver and shot it directly at me. Ha! Hey! Whoa! Good. Could we kiss first and then fight? Jesus. I quickly spurred my horse to avoid the arrow, and I too drew my bow and took aim at him. We should have known this was going to happen. I don't think so. I just love this sexy, flirty thing that we've got going on, this foreplay. It's kind of intense. I don't know how this is going to work. This better not be a game where, like, we had a great romance, but now I had to stab you because, like, I'm going to get disappointed by that. That's all I'm saying. I want, like, a real romance with this man, okay? Like, you know. But I just don't see how this is gonna work. We got a couple chapters, but it's very confusing, so. After several clashes of our swords, we pulled our horses away from each other. Noritsune dismounted and pointed his blade at me. I knew you'd come. Come, let's finish this. His eyes blazed with passion, and they begged me to follow him to the ground. Phrasing? It's not what you think. Well, it might exactly be what you think if you think they're gonna, like, sword fight and, like, not, you know, sexy sword fight. Like, legit sword fight. But, like, the phrasing on that is like, oh, if you read that and his eyes blazed with passion and they begged me to follow him to the ground. You're welcome. There you go. It's just, depending on how you read that, it's a whole other fucking game. Noritsune, you've become a true warrior. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I was hoping I'd find you here. You've become a true warrior, and I was hoping I'd find you here. Both have really nice, sexy ways to say them, and I love it. Or, well, also, sorry to have kept you waiting. I feel like they knew what they were doing when they wrote these lines. And whoever translated them was like, wait, we gotta... Yeah, you could read that like, I was hoping I'd find you here. Or, I was hoping I'd find you here. You could totally read them and it's like two totally different scenarios. And they knew exactly what they were fucking doing. This is amazing. Anyway, let's see. I was hoping I'd find you here. I was hoping I'd find you here. Oh, yeah. Oh, his flower just blooming for us. That also sounds wildly inappropriate. You're welcome. Me too. I was hoping I'd find you here. And then look at him stare at... Look, we're just beaming at each other with lust, bloodlust, and sexual lust in our eye. All kinds of... Every kind imaginable. Man, this scene's great. Is that so? Sounds like you couldn't wait to fight me either. Fight you, kiss you, whatever. Same difference. Yeah. You're strong as ever. Nah, you're better than before. Oh, yeah. Just wait. A kiss nice, too. What? Too? Else is like... Are they, like, flirting? Finally, I'll be able to fight against you. Now let's brawl. And then they just start making out and roll on the ground. I don't know. Noritsune's eyes shone brightly. I'd seen that look in his eyes before. The eyes of a warrior living for the fight. It does hurt me, though, because, like, how are we going to romance the Pantley? I wanted to live up to his hopes for this battle. I wanted to cross swords with Nordit's heart. Yeah, those words yourself, but deep inside the phrasing you'd use. I know, come on. I've been hold them off. Normally I'd pull this in this situation, but my love for Noritsune's knows no bounds! I got off my horse and faced Noritsune. The air was tense, and it was as if Noritsune could feel my thoughts. Let's do this, Noritsune. Ah! Is that what they're saying? I don't know what that word is. I don't know. Anyway. My sharp thrust was lightly deflected, and Noritsune came back with a horizontal strike. I quickly dodged and counterattacked. Oh, I love fighting with our boyfriend. It's kind of sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like it. It hurts me a little, because I'm like, how are we gonna manage this? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how this is gonna turn out. But also, I like the fact that this is foreplay for us. This cements our relationship. He's like, now I know I love you. And you're like, yeah, me too. Looks like you still got it, Spacey. You too. I do love that we're enjoying it. We're not like, fuck you. We're like, yeah, this is awesome, right? High five. Okay, let's kill each other. Cool. Right. It's kind of nice in a weird sort of way. At the same time, I jumped back and caught my breath. Noritsune's eyes glittered as he readied his sword. I think it's actually, okay, like nothing about war is good, but if you're thinking about this, like, you're two opposite sides, like, there's, like, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, you're like, but I appreciate the fact that, like, you're strong, and, like, I have respect for you. Yeah, I respect you, too. Cool, let's battle to the death. Great. You know what I mean? Hey, I guess if you're gonna sword fight to the death, you should have respect for the person that you're sword fighting. Just, I don't know, it just makes it somehow nicer? Question mark? If you can even say that about actually sword fighting someone to the death, but like, whatever. I readied my sword to attack again, but suddenly... Shana! The battle lust withdrew from me and I heard a voice calling me from afar. That was Shungen. Did he see what I was doing and came over here? The voices of Shungen and the others gradually came near, as if they sensed danger. The moment I saw their figures in the distance, I relaxed my stance. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you putting your sword away? They can't see us, Noritsune. Our fight ends here. What the hell? What are you talking about? You're walking away now? He's so desperate for us, but he doesn't realize exactly how he's desperate. Oh, well, I mean, Tomomori kind of planted the bug in his ear, which is funny. I couldn't say anything to Noritsune, his eyes ablaze with fury. All this was just to set up the surprise attack. That takes priority over my fight with Noritsune. Ironic, I went to the war to fight Noritsune, but now I'm leaving a fight with Noritsune for the war. Ugh. I bit my lip at the frustration of not being able to respond. I tried to shake it off and leave, but... Wait! Didn't you come here to fight me? Answer me, Spacey! Do we get a CG? Do we get a CG? Oh! Oh! This is a sexy CG. Oh, he's like, just got us pinned to the ground. The fun thing about this is he's got us pinned to the ground, but he thinks we're a guy that he's trying to fight, but is also kind of in love with because, you know, but he doesn't admit it. This is what makes this hotter, actually. For me, I don't know about anybody else, but... You're like, oh, you pinned me down. You don't know I'm a woman. I shouldn't be allowed to play these games. Anyway. As I tried to escape, Noritsune jumped on me and knocked me to the ground. Eyes like flames looked down at me from above. Oh, this would be the perfect time to kiss me. Oddly. Why? Why are you turning away? Noritsune... He grabbed me tightly by the chin and I couldn't turn my face away from him. Why are you running away from me? Have you forgotten your promise to me? You're like, no, but this is not the right time for it. You and I, we accepted our fate in our blood. We did it for this very moment. When he knocked me to the ground, my body was struck hard, but Noritsune held me down so forcefully I couldn't feel any pain. I could see the anger, frustration, and confusion in his eyes as he shouted. It pierced my heart to see him so upset. I kind of love this, though, because, like, in a way, like, this is normally, like, you're like, I can't be with you right now, and you turn to leave, and they're like, why? Just tell me why, god damn it! But that whole scene is just buried underneath, like, we're gonna fight to the death, man! And it's just so funny. Because you're like, he's not just like, I am mad at you for leaving this fight. He's like, why don't you want to fight with me? But I love you. Why are you leaving me? Like, just all of that angst and that typical scenario is just buried underneath the, like, we're gonna fight thing. And I love it. I don't know. Bravo. It just takes, like, a typical trope, like a standard kind of thing that happens a lot, and just puts it underneath, like, this other, just veils it under something else. And you're like, I don't know. I kind of like the little way they did. It's a little twist to it. I like it. I'm here for it. I returned to the Heike like I said I would, so I can meet you on the battlefield. I wish you had met me in the bedroom instead. Shouldn't actually said that, obviously. And when I saw you, I thought the time had finally come. But now you're running away again. Are you really leaving again? How many times are you gonna do this? You're hurting him. You're hurting his heart. He loves you, girl. Just fight him. It's so beautiful. I love it. I was waiting for this moment too. But I have to leave. I have to make sure our surprise attack is a success. I have to bring down the Heike. I have to win this war. Instead of fighting Noritsune as he desired, all I was doing was leading him into a trap. I gritted my teeth in rage at my deception, but no words escaped my trembling lips. Now is not the time. I'm not sure which one is saying... Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, there's a way to cheat. Okay, there's a way to cheat. Take your hands off him, Noritsune! And Shungen's like really pissed. Like, how dare you pin him down like that? I want to pin him down like that! Shungen's totally in love with us. Damn, he blocked it. Shungen! Are you hurt? Come on, let's go back. You! Wait! Don't listen to him. Get on the horse. Right. It's so funny because, again, it's like, no, you need to leave. How dare you try to fall in love with the enemy? But it's like we're just fighting him. But again, it's that underlying, like, love story thing, right? Like, why do you keep leaving me? We should be together. We promised each other, and you're hurting me. And freaking Noritsune, and then Shungen's over there like, how dare you freaking try to fight with the enemy right now? Get on the horse and leave, girl. Nah. Like, but Shungen knows. He's like, you were in love with him, goddammit. Shungen fucking knows. Everyone else is like, they might have gay feelings for each other. I don't know, but like, okay. But they're not saying anything, but Shungen is like, I fucking know. You know? Behind me, I heard Noritsune calling out for me. But I didn't look back. It would have been too painful. And again, everything about this, you're like, because you can't fight him? No, because you want to kiss him, goddammit, and I love it. I'm sorry, Noritsune. It's not about the fight. I mean, it's about the fight, but it's way more than the fight. Wait, Spacey! Noritsune, please stop! You can't follow too closely! The Genji may be waiting to ambush you! Damn it! Why did he leave? When he first saw my face, there was a light in his eyes. But in the middle of the fight... If he's leading the army as Yoritomo's representative, does that mean he has to take orders from Yoshinaka? Ugh! Something's going on here! Yeah, that's the thing, Noritsune's... Yeah. Noritsune? It's nothing. More importantly, how are the soldiers? They're quite shaken up. Even Lord Tsunemasa thinks we should make camp here for the night. What? Hey, Tsunemasa's a big-ass fucking coward, is all I'm saying. Based on the flags alone, their army must be huge. It's too dangerous to keep advancing. Their numbers may be equal or perhaps even greater than our own. We've got to stop our advance and move cautiously. Let's set up camp here for the night and observe their movements. Look, the man doesn't even have any eyes, for God's sakes. I disagree. We're at a disadvantage if we stay in the mountains like this. We should cross the mountains now, as planned. Noritsune's smart. Besides, Spacey was acting really weird. What are you talking about, Noritsune? Aren't you afraid of Spacey? Fuck no, I'm in love with Spacey. He was the one that did so much damage to our forces at Fuji River. If Spacey's the one leading Yoshinaka's army, we need to proceed even more carefully. But anyway, we've got to get a better handle on the situation. Inform the army we're camping here tonight. See, I feel like that's why. Because, like, before when they were like, oh, Noritsune's, like, second in command after Tsunemasa, you're like, why? Tsunemasa tuck-tailed and fucking ran. Why would they let him? They're like, yeah, sure, okay. And, like, Noritsune's, like, kick-ass. Why would they do this? And it's like, this is why. This is exactly why. Because Noritsune is like, nah, fuck that shit. We keep going. Girl, you can't fool me, Spacey. Boy. Girl, because we're girl. You know what I mean? And, like, Tsunemasa's over here like, oh, God, no, we have to stay. And, like, Noritsune would have spoiled all of our fucking plans. But we're going to get the drop on them because they have to listen to Tsunemasa because he's the one in charge. If Noritsune was in charge, our fucking ruse wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Because he's smarter than that, so. That's why he's only second in command. Otherwise, you know, yeah. Yes, sir! Damn, Tsunemasa and the soldiers are all scared of their living wits. Scared out of their wits, not living wits. I don't know why I just put that in there. They were in no shape to fight. It's no use. Guess we'll just have to be vigilant tonight and get off the mountain as quickly as we can tomorrow. Yeah, Noritsune is like, too smart. Too smart for us. My lord, I've heard the Heike have set up camp at Surugababa, yeah. As we had planned. The preparations for our night attack are complete. We're ready to leave at any time. Alright. Well done. Looks like those cowardly Heike have taken the bait. Not bad, Spacey.
Indeed, it seems that way.
But here's where things really begin. We'll split the army in two as planned. I'll lead Kiso's army around Surugababa and come out from behind the Heike. Spacey, you'll lead the army from Kamakura to the Heike's front. When night falls, we'll push on them from both sides. Right off the motherfucking mountain. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Well then, start marching! Can't wait to see the Heike panic and flee. Oh, well, I don't know about that, because Norotsune's on his fucking toes. Everybody else, no. Yes, sir! I don't think this is going to go the way we want. A trick like this would be the only way to defeat a force much larger than our own. I know that, but still, she's worried about Noritsune. But the thing is like, I kind of like this, where she's like, oh man, I feel so bad about doing this to Noritsune, but it's like, you set him up for this, though. You know what I mean? I mean, I kind of understand it, because it's like, it's more noble for us to fight as who we are. But the thing is like, you set him free. Well, it was either that or he died. So you were like, I need to save his life. But then you made the decision to be like, no, I will always be Keijin. You'll always be Heike. Oh! Like, you just Romeo and Julieted this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you set him free and told him to go back and fight you in this war. Instead of being like, look, I want to fight you, but this war is going to happen. So if you go back, like, we can fight in the war, or you can fight on we can fight, but like, this war is going to happen. Like, you basically pushed him to going back, you know, and then you're like, and I mean, I get, it's kind of, I at least appreciate, though, that no one's like, oh, you did this because you're a crazy woman. Because that's not her motivation. Her motivation wasn't like, I need to let him go. And he's because I'm in love with him. It's more like, this is more noble. Like, I need to let you go because, like, I care about you. I think you're a decent person. We're friends. Like, we have a respect and a kind of friendship and the underlying love that neither one of us really knew that we felt for each other. Okay. Because I don't think either. Again, Noritsune might be there because Tomomori's like, it's like you're in love with him. Storms off. Like, poofs off into beautiful existence, you know? And he's like, what? Yeah, maybe. What? And we have no clue. Shungen's over there like, oh my god, you're in love with him, and I'm not going to say it because then you'll realize it, and that's just bullshit. You know? So we have no clue. Underneath, yes, our feelings know what they feel, but our brain is like, nah. So she let him go because she's like, I trust him, he's a good person, he's not with the Heike, and now he's with the Heike, and instead of people being like, dumb ass, they're like, yeah, okay. But her reasoning for letting him go wasn't like, I love him now. It was like, this is more noble. I respect you, and I need you to get out of here because you know what? We're friends. We have this connection, and we will fight the way we're supposed to fight on that battlefield. It's like a respect, and we're letting him go for noble reasons, not because we're like, oh my god, I'm in love with him. So, I mean, at least that's nice. Because if everyone knew we were a woman, they would absolutely accuse her of letting him go because like, oh, your stupid woman brain, let him go because you're in love with him. Oh. And it's like, no, I let him go so I could fairly kick his ass on the battlefield, which might not have been a good idea. But you know what? It's not a good idea for all the people that he now in the armies he's leading that have died because of that. But like, I feel better about it. It's like good and bad things about the letting him go thing. You know? And I guess it doesn't make sense for his character to be like, where he like completely left them and we were like, yeah, we'll fight you. Okay, but by the way, the war's coming. He's like, fine, I'll kick their asses because fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, and I think the only reason he went back to being with the Heike is because the fight with us was there. If we had been like, sure, let's go battle now. Cool, let's kick your ass in the woods and everything, I don't think he would have gone back. He would have been like, cool, all right, peace out, and, you know, whatever. Fucked off into the ether. Unless we were like, hang out with us. He would have been hiding in a bush somewhere, like, I'm gonna go hide. Don't tell anyone where I am. I'm not fighting on either side. I don't necessarily think he would have chosen to go back. His whole reason for going back was us pushing him. And this looming potential battle with each other. You know what I mean? Which is like, I like it and I hate it at the same time. Like, I love it. Like, great. Good job. Because, like, that's not at all how I want this to go. And I hate it. Because it's like, no, but do we get our happy ending? How is this going to work? Anyway. The sun soon set and the area was enveloped in darkness. And this is it. We've safely arrived at Surugababa. And it seems that the Heike haven't spotted us yet.
Be on your guard, Tadanobu. And the Heike camp's just around the corner, and if they spot us, it's all over.
My lord, it won't be long now. Right.
It's Sir Yoshinaka said to drive the Heike south, right? Did he say why?
And no matter how many times I badgered him about it, he wouldn't give me a straight answer. He's setting up a trap from there or something. Or south is like maybe because we're in a mountain path, so I wonder if south is like cliff, push him off over the cliff, and it's like, we don't have to worry about killing him, I just pushed him off a cliff. You know what I mean?
Sudden death.
Noratsune, no! He's already fallen off a cliff once. I don't think he can survive a second time. We're not there to warm him, so anyway. Just what is he planning? It's weird that he doesn't tell us, you know? We're not familiar with the mountains around here. If Sir Yoshinaka tells us to do it, we got no choice.
I suppose you're right. We've just got to follow orders.
Right. Anyway, let's just focus on doing our part. We're outnumbered and outmatched. Everything hinges on our ability to make this surprise attack work. It's gonna get rough from here on out. Everyone, be on your toes and make it through safe. Yeah, seriously, somebody's gonna die, though. We're in Chapter 9, like, I don't know. Right! And now that we're fighting Noratsune, this is like, I feel like this is the the pinnacle. This is what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna die. Immediately after everyone's voices came together, a battle cry shook the dark night. It came from Yoshinaka's army who was flanking the Heike camp. I guess that's our cue. That's the signal! Everyone to the Heike camp! Charge! Running. What the hell? It's a surprise attack! The Genji are attacking! Let's get out of here! Wait, they're coming from the other side too! Damn, it's a pincer attack! Genji soldiers are pouring it from both sides! Pincer attack? A night attack? How many of them are there? I don't know what Tsunemasa's voice was. Doesn't really fucking matter. Man doesn't have eyes. It's not important. I have no idea. We can't see a thing. All we know is they're coming at us with tremendous strength. Ugh. So this was the Genji plan all along. Damn it. Falling for the enemy's trap. A trap? That was Tsunemasa. He sounds like everyone else. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Don't panic. Prepare to intercept them. There can't be that many of them. Listen up, everyone. Don't run. Fight. It's no use. Nobody's listening. They're all running. What kind of big-ass fucking cowards do you have? But, like, I mean... No. It's too quick for that. They can't retreat yet. What? They're all fleeing in the same direction. Driven by the Genji or guided by them? Wait, no! Noratsune, where are you going? Fall back! Fall back! The enemy's still coming at us! Oh, I don't want to die! Nobody really wants to die in a war. Or just, generally. We're completely surrounded! This way! Everyone this way! To the south! No! Stop! Don't go that way! No! Don't go! Listen, you bastards! This is a Genji trap! What you're seeing is probably... Yeah, cliff. Told ya. Fucking told ya! Oh, a cliff! There's a cliff up ahead! Everyone turn around! Knocking him right off. And fucking Noratsune's like, fuck that! I'm not doing this again. And enough people run and push into you, and then everybody starts falling off. Stop pushing! We're... Ah! Ah! We got to make sounds of falling. Ah! Oh no, not the horsies. Poor horsies. I stared in dismay at the nightmarish scene that played out before me. What the hell? Why? Following Sir Yoshinaka's orders, we led the Heike soldiers to a deep valley. By the time the Heike soldiers noticed it was too late, they were being pushed down the cliffs one by one to the valley below. I mean, smart, but I feel like it's a little like a shady thing to do. It's not the noble thing to do. Sword fights to the death. You're pushing them off the cliff. You're like, was that a little bit of cheating? Screams mingled with angry shouts drown out the voices that tried to stop them. Sir Yoshinaka knew this would happen. That's why he told us to drive the soldiers south. I mean, what did I say? Even war has its limits. This kind of strategy is unacceptable. See? It's cheaty. Stop! Stop driving the troops south! Can't you hear me? Stop! Ugh. I'll have to go further back. Right into Noritsune, and he's like, how dare you? And you're like, I didn't plan this! I didn't know! I don't know this area, man. Hey, gay men, halt! Halt! If you head this way, you'll die! Do not throw your lives away in vain! It's one of the Genji! Help! Wait, we'll not kill in vain! If you surrender, I promise your life will be spared. Really? In that case, I'll gladly surrender. Me too, I don't want to die. They both seem happy. It's true, I promise. I'm assuming this is Noritsune. Hey! What's this surrender bullshit? Oh, nope, it's our cousin. Okay, never mind. Sir Yoshinaka, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Killing the enemy. What's wrong with that? They were trying to surrender. You can't just kill them like that. And did you know about that cliff to the south? Why are we even asking that, girl? You know he knew. Come on. Of course. I know this mountain like the back of my hand. Look how well it all worked out. You monster. This is why we're not going to date you. Because you're a monster. You monster. Not their gumdrop buttons. Someone help, please. You let him run away. No, wait, don't go that way. Run, boy, run. This is how you fight a large army. With cheaty tricks. I mean, brilliant on his part if you think about it. Because you're like, we're going to flank him with a smaller army. We push him off the cliff. Woohoo! But like, again, like to her point, that's shady fucking cheaty tactics. This is not the noble way to do it. But like, at the same time, I mean, but you got rid of a bunch of them, right? So like, I mean, I can see both sides. But I do like the fact that he's like shady and like, whatever, I'll do whatever it takes to fucking win. Even if it's cheaty. And she is like, no, we will be noble. And that's why I let Noritsune go and told him to go into fucking battle, which was probably a bad idea for us. But like, fuck it, I'm going to fight him the noble way. I mean, you kind of got to appreciate that a little bit. You know, we're going to win the right way. Good for you. I mean, I can't blame Yoshinaka for being like, man, we're going to get screwed, so I'm going to shove them off a fucking cliff either, so. All right, boys, let's go. Drive every last one of those Heike bastards into the valley. Not Noritsune, he's too smart for this. Wait! Listen to me, you can't go that way. Please stop. Stop! Stop! Don't throw your lives away! Damn it! Damn it! This is gonna break us up. He's gonna get so mad at us, and we're gonna be like, I had no fucking idea! We were just gonna night attack you. It was a little cheaty. I didn't think we were gonna go that cheaty. That's why Yoshinaka wanted to be the fucking, like, banker in Monopoly, and then you wonder how he could buy Park Place so fucking fast and easily, and then put all those hotels on the boardwalk too, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, because he was cheating, he was stealing money from the bank. I didn't know he was gonna do it. I'm just saying. It's said that once a large army is in chaos, no command can bring it back. Countless Heike soldiers fled in a panic to the south and down into the deep valley below. No matter how loud I screamed, no matter how much I cried, my words of caution didn't reach them. Then, I kind of was hoping Noritsune would find you, like, screaming to try to stop them. And he's like, why are you trying to stop our soldiers? And you're like, because, like, hello, this isn't noble. We're just sitting on the top of the cliff, just like, oh. Anyway. I don't think any of our boys would have done this. Silence. The battle was over, but still we didn't wake from this nightmare. I kind of actually also appreciate that we're very upset about this. Like, not, yeah, we won! It was like, I mean, we won, and sure, I should be happy about that, but like, this was not the way to do it. But we're almost as sad for these people that we actually kind of just wanted to stab and kill because they got pushed off a cliff and it wasn't the noble way to kill them. But it's kind of like we're sad, like one of our own died. Aw, it's kind of nice of all of us, isn't it? Good for us. In the valley below, countless bodies of men and horses piled up, filling the river below. That's all the horses. I don't feel as bad for the people, but the poor horses didn't deserve it. Oh. The blood that flowed from them turned the water bright red. The mountains and fields below, too, were stained crimson. But the horses. That's the saddest part when you watch, like, war movies or anything. You're like, I don't really feel bad about the people, because people suck. But, like, the poor horse didn't do anything wrong. Don't kill the bunny rabbit! You know what I mean? Like, I feel more for the animals than the people. Because people suck. Just saying. The stench of death continues to claw its way up from the valley below. So this is war. And yet, in the face of this hell on earth... Hell yeah! Did you see that? We kicked the shit out of those AK bastards! You did nothing of the sort. You pushed them off a cliff. It's not really the same. What a bunch of idiots! Did you see the way they fell? Straight down! How can he be so happy in the face of so much death and destruction? Okay. All right, wait, pause. Time out. Again. So, like, here's her thing, right? There's so much death. Death continues. So this is war. What the fuck did you think it was? I mean, I get it. It's different. You thinking in your head, or like even for us, modern day, you've seen movies, you've seen photos, you know, these things, like you have actual records of shit that happened. Like back in these, you didn't have photos, you just had people telling you. So like a verbal story doesn't paint the picture so much as like watching a movie, you know, even if it's just a fake movie, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's a Hollywood movie, I can separate. But when you see the actual fucking pictures, when you see actual documented pictures like World War II and all the shit, you're like, your brain still tries to be like, yeah, nope, I'm just going to pretend that's not real because I don't want to, you know what I mean? You try to disassociate. I think we're really, unfortunately, really good at disassociating at this point in time in history. But like, even seeing those pictures, even having the graphic descriptions and videos and photos to go along with it, it's not the same as being there. You know what I mean? You can grasp, this is a horrible fucking thing, and nobody wants to do that. War is awful. But it's when you're in the midst of it that it's 10 times worse than you could ever imagine. I'm sure I've never been in the middle of a war. I don't ever want to. But you know what I mean? You know that. You know that, like, the things that you see as someone on the outside it's not going to be as bad as it is for the people that are on the inside, right? So, like, but you have to know when someone's, like, explaining, you're like, yeah, that sounds awful. That sounds like a bad time. And then she's here like, so this is what it is. Yeah. I mean, I get that's the realization is like, you know, I'd heard the stories and I knew what to expect, but yet here we are and I was not prepared for this, even though I prepared for it, you know? But also there's almost this moment where she's like, oh, we killed all these people. You were gonna kill them anyway. You were going to kill them all. This is a cheaty way, and I understand the being upset about this, like, this is not how we do shit. No, this is wrong. That's a totally separate point. But, like, what the hell happened at Fuji River? You went in there, did you not, like, take anyone down? You didn't just smack them and run them away. You killed people. You've seen it. You know what I mean? So it's just weird that this is the moment they chose for her to be like, this is what war is. I mean, you kind of were already in a battle, so you've already seen what war is. You just haven't seen the cheaty version of this. So, I mean, I get it. Her upset is not, oh my god, people die in war. It's the, holy fucking shit. Some people will do anything to get ahead, and this wasn't noble. This was awful. What the fuck? I get that's kind of what they're trying to say, but it's almost weird because it's like, you stabbed a bunch of fucking people, though, at Fuji River, okay? You didn't just not do it. You stabbed people. Like, you kind of already knew that when you came in here, you were going to stab a bunch of people, and at the end of the battle, this mountain pass was going to be covered with dead bodies. Like, you know? So it's strange, the phrasing that they chose, I guess is what I'm getting at. Instead of, like, this realization is like, you already kind of know. But I guess maybe in Fuji River you ran off and, like, you didn't see the aftermath, that maybe now you're like, you know? But, like, you've already been in a battle. This wasn't your first. So, like, I'm guessing it's supposed to be how, I don't know the word to use, but just how, you know, like, there's nobility in her mind of, like, just going on the battlefield and fighting the war, but this is, we cheated, man. We fucking cheated here, and I don't agree with that. I guess that's supposed to be what it's for, but I don't know. Anyway, it's just something that struck out as, like, that's a little odd. You've been in a battle before, so, like, this ain't the first rodeo here. First, you know, doing it all the wrong way. And, like, you know, and maybe that's the realization is like, so I have this idea that we're going to go and fight these noble battles, and, like, yeah, it's going to suck and people are going to die, but then you have people who are going to do this, and, like, that's why there's rules. Rules of engagement. Which is just kind of fucked up. If you need to have rules for war, maybe you should just not have war. Because you're capable of being like, okay, so here are the rules when we go to murder each other. Excuse me? But you couldn't sit down and, like, you can discuss the rules of murdering each other, but you can't discuss the rules of, like, maybe trying to get along. I just never understood that. Anyway. Okay, happy in the face of so much destruction. What's with that stupid look on your face? We did it! We won! Today's a proud day for the Genji. Why is there a parentheses around that? Look at how we turned their overwhelming superiority in numbers to our advantage. Yeah, I mean, her cousin's hot, but he's an ass, so. I told your men, didn't I? The Heike are nothing to be afraid of. This is the power of the Genji. It's not really power when you, like, push people off a cliff, but. Spacey, you've done well. The way you stopped the Heike at Surugababa was quite impressive. This is wrong. What? This is too gruesome. Was it really necessary to kill all those men? Also, I guess, too, what she was thinking, and I didn't think about that, was like, if you surrender, prisoner of war, we won't kill you. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit. And you know what I mean? She's thinking that, like, yeah, people are gonna die, but we could save a majority of them if they surrender, and coming at them from all sides, they were gonna surrender because they don't want to die. You know what I mean? Yet we murdered them anyway, so. Okay, alright, yeah, good point. Okay, valid. I can't approve of this. I don't care how brutal war can be. There was no reason to kill all these men. Huh, makes you say that? Just look! Look at what we did! They'd have done the same to us, though. But, you know, they might have if we were like, surrender! They'd be like, cool. Nonsense! Don't be so gutless now. The whole surprise attack was your idea. I didn't think we were actually going to murder all of them and push them off a cliff. And I just thought of a more efficient way to reduce their troops. And it worked, didn't it? We've hugely reduced the Heike forces. But you also cut down a soldier who tried to surrender. Killing those who wish to surrender is unacceptable. Okay, yeah. On top of that, you took so much glee in forcing the Heike off the cliff, even after it was clear they'd lost the battle. Why would you do such a thing? Huh. Don't whitewash it. This is war. You're supposed to kill your enemies. Keeping those Heike alive only complicates things. Ugh. So you plan to kill every last one of the Heike? You can't hurt our boyfriends. Multiple? Of course. I'm gonna destroy the Heike, take everything they got, and return the Genji to power. And that's what I'm fighting for. You know, I'm not... She pushes him off the cliff. Yeah, well, try now. We can't let them have their way with the world. Not after the way they humiliated us Genji in the last war. That's why we're here, you and I, to defeat the Heike. He's not really gonna... He already doesn't really like us because our dad killed his dad. Which is funny because they were brothers, so that's weird. But I'm kind of curious about that. But also, he probably doesn't like us because, like, now we're arguing with him. Andy's really not gonna like us when he sees us making out with Noritsune. I'm just saying. No! I'm here to protect the people that have been harmed by the Heike all these years. What's the difference? No matter how you dress it up, we both want the same thing. Yeah, but you want to kill everyone, and I just want them to go away peacefully? Look at his beautiful, smug bitch face. Like, what an ass, but he is so fucking hot right now. Just saying. Defeating the Heike means killing them. That's what war is. He's not wrong, kinda. Huh. Guess I was wrong about you. Thought you were different, but you're no better than that coward brother of yours. Oh well, doesn't matter to me. You and your ideals can watch me kick the snot out of the remaining Heike. Why is my brother a coward? Because he didn't show up to this battle? It's kind of funny. My army's got the momentum. We'll continue our drive to the capital. Maybe our brother sent us here. He's like, okay, so you've met our cousin. Uh-huh. Yeah, and you saw what he does. Uh-huh. Yeah, you agree with that? Fuck no. All right, cool. Just so you know, we're going to take that motherfucker down too. I do like the fact that even though we're family, we're like, fuck you. After we take down the Heike, because we're both on the same side here, we're going to battle it out, motherfucker. Like, cool. Kind of just, I clenched my fist tightly as he turned on his heels and strode away from me. Am I really the same as Sir Yoshinaka? I wanted to say no, but I don't know what to say. I've already seen the horrors of war. And from what I've seen, all the rituals and manners, it's all bullshit. In the end, it's all about killing the other side. Yeah, basically. You just dress it up in fancy clothes, buy it dinner first, and then slaughter it. Besides, I'm the one who deceived Noritsune to make the operation a success. No matter how worthy the cause, war was still about deception and death, basically. Still, I hated everything about that massacre that occurred last night. Was this really the way to conduct a war? What's the difference between defeating the Heike and destroying them? And just which is it that I want to do? Ishana, are you alright? I'm sorry, Shungen. I think I just need some time alone. I understand. And we're gonna go off alone, and frickin' Noritsune is gonna be hiding in a bush waiting for us. What am I fighting for? I don't know anything anymore. Oh. But, you know, horrors of war. Battle of Kurikara Pass. Anyway. We're going to stop here, though, because we're over time. So, we'll continue just this. And see what happens in the next part. We're probably going to run into Noritsune now, and he's going to be like, the fuck was that shit? And you're like, ah! So, anyway, I didn't know that was going to happen. Don't be mad at me. Yeah, so anyway, that's gonna make the anger between us, the animosity and the tension just hotter, you know? Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.